Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to the Devil's Playground, where I really need to, cut a new path. Y'all remember this back here? Y'all remember when we did this instead of using the bucket up here? We're not going to do that again. Look at this. This almost worked out. You know what? We're going to stick with it. We're just going to dig this way. There we go. Now we can get out of here, get in and out of here real easily. You know, this is real manageable. This makes infinitely more sense than what we were doing before. Did I actually introduce the series? Welcome back to Tekkit to the star, Tekkit to the moon, whatever it's called. I've already forgotten. I have to make the thumbnails for these. You'd think I would remember. It's been weird, wacky times. The last time we tried to record this, it was absolute chaos, and the deepest of depression settled in as the quarry exploded. Why, you might query? Because quarries are dumb and creepers are dangerous. We're going to, in today's episode, get into Equivalent Exchange 3, a mod that I don't think exists anymore. I think Project D was like, what if we just didn't do that? And then they just did this instead, and everyone likes it. We got to build a calcinator. This is the first step here, folks. Now, that might not sound like a real thing to a lot of you, and that's fine, because you know what? It doesn't have to. Don't take my word for it, all right? Just watch the video. We'll see how things turn out. Look, maybe it turns out horribly. And maybe it turns out, calcinators don't actually exist. We'll all find out together. Maybe I'll have egg on my face by the time all of this is said and done. That's the 5 diamonds we have, by the way. That's all we got. Iron. And we're going to hop up here. We're not going to use this stupid workbench backpack nonsense. I'm not playing these games anymore. So we got that. Shrek me. We really don't have a lot of room to work in here. I really wanted to finish the house today. You know, I thought that's what we were going to do. We were going to build the quarry this episode, and we're going to get back to working on the house. Or, no, build the quarry last episode, work on the house today. Yet here we are. Now, apparently what we got to do is we got to get something worth a diamond, which is going to be one of these bad boys here. And then put that in there, I guess? And then what? Do we need to cook it up with something? Shrek, I don't know. What do we got? Got some coal around here? Yeah, we're not using power for anything at the moment. Heaven knows. So we'll put that in there. And then I think it's going to cook up the diamond. We might have to do this with all of them. I don't remember. What we're trying to make right now is an inert stone. No, hold on. We make that differently. This is the Minium dust. And we use the Minium dust to create the other stone. The one that I've forgotten the name of. The Minium stone, actually, as it happens. Is how, yeah. Yeah, well, hold on. We need a shard of Minium, actually, don't we? Or do we just need, 8 of these? I don't actually know. I closed the wiki page. It's been a while since we recorded the other episode that came out today? Yesterday? I don't know anymore. I have no concept of time. But presumably we're going to need to surround the inert stone that we actually haven't built yet. Let's see, inert stone. What goes into you? Gold and then a bunch of iron. Well, we've got a single thing of gold. So, good gosh, here we go. Inert stone. There's no recipes for anything. You can look at the recipe, but you can't look at uses. I guess because it's all a work in progress, the game is like, these things don't exist. Don't get your hopes up. So I don't know can we put however many of these is necessary to reach diamond? I don't know. And can we get another Minium dust from that? Oh, that's just giving us, I'm sorry, what? Verdant dust? What do I do with you? I can make an alchemical bag and an azure upgrade. Upgrades alchemical chests. Yeah, no thanks. That's useless to me. So it's got to be something with the same value. Oh, look, you can hold down shift to get EMC values. So it's got to have the same EMC value as a diamond, which I don't think anything else does. It's 8,000 and some odd. And look at individual item EMCs. We don't have anything that's equivalent. These certainly aren't. They don't even have an EMC value. That means that I still have to go find more diamonds. Well, let's leave this stuff up here. Because, gosh help me, the last thing I want to do is go dig around for more diamonds and then lose I've already lost them, technically. There they are. Lose the Minium dusts in the inert stone and then start back over from ground zero all the way again. That would be a disaster. I didn't kill a slime, but I found a dead slime ball, which I'm assuming is from a dead slime. And so I brought that back up here with me. I found that when I was doing all of my digging, sort of at the end of the last episode. I don't believe any of that actually made it into the video because I did a lot of digging. I went through a whole bunch of ruby pickaxes. I think I made a total of 4 of them, and now we're going to have to make some more, because I've got to go back down into the mines. There's probably other items. I think probably emeralds have... I think they actually have double the EMC value, but we don't have any of those. We don't have anything else that's equal to the value of a diamond, so I'm just going to go have to dig around and find some, but don't worry. We only need how many? How much of this do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8? So we need 3 more? Allegedly. I don't actually know. Should I look up the Minium stone again? No, I'm not going to, because you know what? I'm so confident. There's some gold. I'm so confident that I've got this right that I'm not even going to worry about it. We're just going to go. We're going to go do some digging. And, I mean, we're going to need another pickaxe. But, you know, hopefully I'll find some rubies. I guess now's as good a time as any before I pause the recording and turn on my podcast and get back into the old grind of digging for diamonds. I might as well show you all what it is I actually did down here. So, oh, look, another one. That's the worst place you could have died. The one that I got the slime from, I think, died kind of right in this area, which is more ideal, honestly. These are the tunnels that I dug when I was doing all of my mining, and I kind of staggered them like this because I thought it looked cool. But basically, these just go for a really, really long way, and I try to keep them pretty well lit. And then every so often, there's some crossover hatches that go, you know, from one to the other. And you can see here in some places when I was getting started very early on, I was like stopping and coming back here and getting all the different resources. But then sort of as I got more desperate to find just diamonds, I stopped doing that. You know what? Maybe we should build a better pickaxe. What are my other options? We've talked about this before. You know, we got the flux infused. Someone said there was something about a flux infused hammer. That sounds pretty good to me. Where is that located? Right there? It's a battle wrench, actually. That's not a hammer at all. That's a pickaxe. That's a flux-infused sword. Maybe it was just the pickaxe that they were talking about. I'll have to go see if I can find the actual comment. If we just type in hammer, though, do we get anything? No. I that must have been mistaken. It must have just been the pickaxe. Or maybe they did say hammer and they were mistaken. Someone was mistaken. It's probably me. Flux-infused crystal? It comes back to needing diamonds, though. So that's not coming. The thing is, once we get this inert stone and we get... What am I doing? Well, I guess I might as well show you all the way at the end here. Once we do have enough diamonds to build Minium stone, we will at that point be able to transfer gold, or transform it rather, into diamonds, and we'll be able to transform... What was that? Did I hear that? See right here? Oh, there's some gold. We can turn gold into diamonds, and we'll be able to turn iron into gold, and to turn gold into diamonds, and diamonds back into gold. I feel like I've said that a few times now, and maybe I should just stop saying it. We'll be able to make ender pearls. These are the important things that we need to be able to do. Oh, I found oil. Oh, gosh. Got some black gold there. That must be where all the creatures are. It's up here in this oil cavity. Yeah, I don't really want to be up here. I can't see anything. Oh, I'm drowning. Oh, dear. Oh? Oh, this isn't where we started from. I've got to figure out how to get back out. Hello? Oh, no, I've just come right back. This straight ahead, maybe. Straight ahead and up? Am I trapped here? Ah! How do I get out? Hold on. All right, this must be the way out, right? No? This way. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Well, that was a good time. What joyous occasions that was. Okay, well, we missed the moment of discovery because I did go ahead and pause the recording, but it didn't even take more than a couple of minutes. We did find some diamonds. Now, we only need 3 of them, but fate has smiled upon us today, my friends, as we've gotten far more than 3 of them. In fact, we've gotten just over double that many, so that's great. And I look forward to being blown up by a creeper on the way out of here, or some other horrible thing happening, and me not being able to get back to the upstairs with them. What I did was I went all the way back to my lava lake that I found. Did I tell you about my lava lake? I guess I should show you my lava lake. And I started digging back towards the front, because a couple of these I didn't dig all the way back, and I thought, well, I'll just link them up in the middle, and hopefully we'll find some diamonds. This is my lava lake here at the back, and then these are the tunnels that I did complete linking. So these go all the way to the end, and right up here on our left, you will see... Y'all remember that time, like a few minutes ago, we found some oil? Y'all remember that? That was a good time, wasn't it, when we all did that together? That was a joyous experience. If y'all liked that, y'all want to see more oil, comment down below, and we'll go look for more oil. Okay, so we need to put 3 more of these. into here. What is that? You hear that? I'm so paranoid right now. I was like, creeper, creeper, creeper. No creepers though. We're fine for now. We're safe for now. Thank goodness. How are we doing here? Okay, the 3 of those, and then we need to combine them with the 5 of those and the 1 of these. And I don't actually know that this is what we're supposed to do. Kind of making this up as we go. Oh no, that's not right. I'm gonna have to find that wiki page now. It's alright, apparently I was right. It is 8 of these and 1 of these, but we need something called an aludel, which is just ridiculously... It sounds so silly, an aludel. You gotta make sure you have your aludel if you're gonna craft a mini... Aludel, isn't that where they lived in PB&J Otter? Didn't they live in like Aludel Bay or something like that? Ooh, Oodle Bay. Something up that I bay. Oh, yap it up. If you know PB&J Otter, if you're a real adult now who was a kid in the 90s, I think they call those 90s kids, comment down below and remind me just how good PB&J Otter was. What the heck do I do with this? Just yeet a Minium stone at it? That's not working. Am I missing a secret here? What do I do with you? Glass bell. There it is. According to, again, the FTB wiki, you gotta throw one of these on top of that, which is going to require some glass. Haven't we had issues with glass in the past, though? No, we haven't. We've got plenty right here. Aren't we supposed to be using it for the base, though? Y'all remember that time I tried to make a base in the volcano, and then we got distracted? 2 episodes ago was a whole new world, a whole old world. It was a different time. So the Minium dust, not the coal, the inert stone. You know what, actually, I'm going to go back a page on this here Wikipedia article. I'm going to have to go back a couple of them and make sure I'm looking at the recipe right. Yeah, it shows the inert stone up there and the Minium stone down here. I don't know if it has to be like that, but I'm not going to risk it either. We're at a point in the game where I'm just not taking any chances. Ah! Ah! You can't do that to me, man. You've ruined the joy of making the Minium stone. I mean, I'm still pretty excited about it, but gosh. Yeah, I can tell there's monsters nearby. Get out of here, you. This is a rude awakening. This is uncalled for aggression. I've done nothing to you, and you're just storming into my house. We're gonna take a nap before we test the Minium stone, because, jeez, I feel like my heart's pumping out of my chest here. Go burn, you monster! Burn! Yeah, good riddance to you. Good gosh. Do we want to just clear them all out so we don't have to listen to them make noise? Be the last one? I hear another one that sounds healthy. He's probably hiding in the trees or something. Hello? Hello? Is there anyone else out here? There's a cat. That cat doesn't know what's going on. Nobody knows. Like, they're all hiding out in the wood. This is the reason the woods need to be obliterated. We need to render this entire hill flat. Minium stone. Basics. Step 1. Find your gold. Step 2. Open a crafting thing. Step 3. Find out whether or not it's... Oh, look at that. It is shapeless crafting. So 4 of those gives us a diamond. This thing has durability, which means that we're probably going to want to make a lot of diamonds and then just have... How many did it take to build this thing? 8? We were going to have just 8 diamonds on retainer, hidden somewhere, so that we'll have enough to make a new Minium stone. Or I don't know, maybe you can charge this one back up inside of the glass bell. I have no idea. That could be a thing, or maybe I'm making that up. One thing I do know for sure is that I'm not even joking around right now. We're making a chest, and we're going to stick these 8 diamonds in it, and then that way I can never be stuck in a situation where I have to go find another 8 diamonds to make one of these. I might even go ahead and convert those, just so I'm never tempted to use them. I might just go ahead and convert those into the shards that we need. So there we go. That's happening. Just going to let that happen. That's not all we can do, though, my dear friends. That is not all at all. We should have some iron in our inventory, so watch this. We can get an ender pearl, and then we can turn it back into iron if we wanted to. We're going to. What's the durability on this thing look like? It shows EMC there. It's 68,000 EMC. I'm not sure if that's how that works, but okay. So we need to cook up all of our gold and get all of the gold processed so that we can then use all of the gold. Oh gosh, we don't have a lot. Is anything else around here? Oh, cool. Pulverized copper has an EMC value. So some of these things have EMC values, but can we do anything with them? Like, it's not super beneficial that they have an EMC value if I can't get them using EMC or use them to do... God, what you would normally do is you'd get like a transmutation table. What is attacking me? Stop. Stop. How? What? Where did you come from? The door is shut. Where did you come from? Come back here. Where? What? They can't spawn in here. I put down enough lights. There's no way. There's absolutely not after the creeper fiasco. I put down so many lights. That guy teleported in here. Nah, I'm not believing for a second that you just popped into existence down here. That zombie, though, that's got me concerned. I don't know where he came from or how he got here. A little bit nervous about that. Going to be asking some questions. Do we want to deal with this guy? Do we want to deal with this guy? Do we have the power to deal with this guy? I reckon we do. Oh, Shrek. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get somewhere he can't get us. Here we go. He can't get me in here. Put down a light. We're gonna wait this one out. Hello? Those guys hit hard. All we've got is a helmet. Hello? Alright, he bugged off. Oh! Ah! What even was that? I have no idea where this guy is. Oh, he's real mad, though, wherever he is. He's, like, angry. That is horrifying. I don't know if I've ever heard them make that noise outside of going the sound effect as well. There he is. Oh, he just took like no damage that time we attacked him. I'm trapped in my own house. While that's happening, transmutate. Okay, that's not in here. That is unfortunate. Well, in that case, what are you supposed to do when you have something like You can take all this gold out of here real fast, by the way. I'm gonna come around here, if it's relatively safe. Drop that in there. Just let that be happening. What do you do when something like... Also, why does the pulverized iron have no EMC value, but the pulverized tin does? Well, what do you do with the tin? Surely you can't do it. I know we can, if we throw it into a crafting grid with the Minium stone and a piece of coal, for example... We could go ahead and smelt it instantaneously, but what do you? There's nothing you can do with it. This is useless. Comment down below if I'm wrong and it's not useless for this stuff to have an EMC value. If I can somehow do something with the 72 EMC per copper pulverized copper, please let me know because I would love to do something with it. I would love to put it to good use. Is the creeper gone? Is the creeper done? I'm going to put this in here. It wasn't even a creeper, was it? It was an enderman. All right. I think everything is fine here now. I think the whole house seems to be secure. We're out of power. That is regrettable. Coal. You know what I completely forgot was that we also have to power all those engines down there once we get enough gold to run it. So we got quite a bit of gold now, speaking of. And you know what? We might just store all of our gold in the form of diamonds anyway. Oh, we're so close. We need one more. So gold can be crafted using the Minium stone from 8 iron. That's a lot of iron. But then we've got a lot of iron and a lot of ferrous metal too. So I don't know. How much Invar blend do we need? You know, do I want to go ahead and make all the Invar we can and then we'll cook up the rest of it as... Oh gosh, we've made too much Invar considering the fact that we actually needed iron. Get out of there. Stop that. That's regrettable. Invar, though, has no EMC value. It might as a no EMC value. Unfortunate. You can also craft blocks and stuff. You can turn, like, dirt into grass or whatever, you know, if that's a thing you fancy doing. For some reason, it's available to you. Silver, man, 1,000 EMC, but what do I do with it? Can I do anything with it? Uses. I'm not seeing anything here that involves a Minium stone, unfortunately. That is deeply upsetting. So basically, as far as I can tell, if it's not on these 14 pages of things we can do with a Minium stone, then it's sort of pointless that it has an EMC value at all, and we can do nothing about it, or we can do nothing with it. Why was this a work in progress for so long? Why didn't they just make a good mod? What are you doing? Oh, 2 oak wood makes an obsidian? Can you go the other way with that? Oh my gosh, we can build a portal. We don't have to have a diamond pick for this anymore. Okay, so there's some benefits to this stuff. An iron will give us some obsidian, apparently. Well, at least some obsidian will give us an iron. I'm not seeing a reverse to that. An iron will give us clay? What? Some of this is a bit abstract, isn't it? Some of it just doesn't quite make any sense at all. But okay. All right. So 8 of these and 1 of these. Nope. 8. No. 8. Yeah. And we need 2. And then we'll have the 1. One wing toward them all. 1 wing to find them. 1 wing to bring them all. And in the darkness bind them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then all of those need to be... we did this last episode. Surely you folks will remember. So all of these then need to be iron. And then 3 of them remain iron. The rest of them have to go up to gold. And if you haven't noticed yet, we don't really have a lot of gold. Check it out, everyone. I've got a hack here for you. I've got a massive hack. This is going to blow all of your minds. We're going to go up here. And you see we got these great big trees, right? And we've talked about how I can cut down as many of these as I need to get my job done. And yes, I did see the creeper. I'm not too concerned. He seems a bit occupied doing something else. Remember, however many of these trees I cut down, the more I cut down, the more right I was in the first episode about not needing to cut any of them down. Something about percentages. I don't remember. I bent it to make it sound correct previous episode. And hopefully, I didn't think we'd ever have to address it again. We'd just roll with that. So, refer to previous episode. He got out. He made it out of that. He was dying, and now he's after me. You know what this is? This is revenge. I saw him there on the side of the... This is what would have happened. If the Good Samaritan didn't stop and help his enemy on the road, his enemy would have gotten better and then hunted him down and exacted his revenge. That's the real story of the Good Samaritan. It's not do the right thing for the right reasons. It's do the right thing or someone will get revenge on you. That's not true at all. My hot tip for you here, though, was we can take all this jungle wood and convert all of that into obsidian. And then we can convert all of that obsidian into... That's not enough iron. I need so much gold. This isn't enough. We might as well just not even bother. We got some yellowite. We got some pulverized lead. We got some more iron here? Wait, how long has that iron been sitting right there? Oh, this whole time. I didn't think we had any more. Well, that's good. We can turn all of this iron, then, into gold as soon as the ferrous metal is done processing. What about coal? Is there a way to get coal? I didn't memorize all of these recipes yet. Really? There's no coal? Unfortunate, because coal has an EMC value. Is there no recipe for it either? That's useless. Let's see, recipe. Yeah, that is deeply disappointing. I was sort of hoping we would find some sort of way to mass manufacture the coal. Sad. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, we need 16 gold. And there's 8 iron to make a gold. That's 128 iron? That's 2 stacks. Nah, it's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. I'm going to have to go back down into the mines now. It's deeply unfortunate and regrettable, but this is just the circle of life for me at this point. I've kind of accepted it. You feel like you're making some headway, and then the next thing you know, you're headed back into the mines. I'm leaving this up here. I don't want to accidentally start using that. We're not necessarily looking for gold or diamonds. We're just looking for EMC. So iron's fine. Really, that's about it. Iron, gold, diamond, that's sort of the only useful things, apparently, that we can get down here with the way of things. Okay, alright, I just found some diamonds. I keep pausing the recording. I decided to go down one of these that I hadn't completely filled out, and I stopped to get some coal, because we need it, because we're running low, and I don't want to keep... I mean, yeah, we're going to eventually wipe out the entire forest with industrialization. Really? Oh, come on! I resumed the recording for this. I was like, oh, perfect, we found some diamonds. This is going to be plenty. Oh, there's got to be some more around here. I was like, good, this is good. Oh, good, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, this will be plenty for us, and we can use this to resume our work. Now we genuinely can do that. That's enough to make the amount of gold that we need. Good gosh. Oof. I was watching a video. I've been watching videos about upgrading old 5.1 Mac Pros. Something that I'm never going to do, but I'm always interested to see, like what kind of performance, if you upgrade everything that can be upgraded in these older machines, what you can do with them. It's always very interesting. It's sort of how they stack up, particularly if using proxy media for editing and things like that. You can get away with some pretty weak sauce systems even if you're editing 4K 60, as long as you're using either proxies or if you're transcoding to like a mezzanine codec like the ProRes, which is actually, it's the same thing, really. The difference between proxies and ProRes, the proxies use ProRes in Final Cut Pro, but it's 1/4 resolution. So it's just that little bit better if your system's slow, or if you don't want to take up a lot of storage space, it's still a ProRes file. So I record 4K 60, I create proxy media in Final Cut Pro, and it's 1/4 resolution ProRes, so it's 1080p. And because it's ProRes, the file sizes are actually exactly the same size as the original. So if I record a 100 gig video and I transcode that to ProRes, even though it's 1/4 resolution, it'll also be about 100 gigs. And then you edit with that, and then during export, you switch back over to the original media, and it uses that higher resolution media for the actual export. But during editing, because it's ProRes is a mezzanine codec, as opposed to H.264, H.265. I use H.264 still, because H.265 is kind of still in its infancy. OBS doesn't like it much, we'll say that. But it's much smoother to edit that mezzanine codec. And then if you have, I could also, it'll edit just fine the full 4K 60 ProRes. Like if I wanted to make optimized ProRes files at full resolution and frame rate, I could do that. It's just the storage space is so much, well, it's 4 times the size because it's full resolution, and I just can't do that right now. I don't have that kind of storage space. I've got plenty of storage space for the original file, and then the same sized. None of this isn't important. This isn't important at all. This is not what you came here for. This isn't Tech Talk with Reese. This is Diamonds and Minium Stones with Reese. So let's get to it. Okay, so we want to take 4 of those, and we want to turn those. Hold on, we got to turn this into gold first. 3, 4. Boy, that worked out right on the money. 4, and then we'll leave 2 of those behind. Upgrade these 2 to diamond. And then, Shrek me, we've got to have some redstone. And we have redstone. Nobody panic. We've got that. But didn't this recipe not work last time for some reason? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, because everything we need is right here in our inventory. Sometimes, man, things just don't work. You know, and there's no real reason for it. There's no real explanation. It's just games being games. Now, you know what I've only just realized is that our chest is gone too. We don't have a chest anymore, but that's fine. We also need our land markers. Now, we did take the time to go back and collect all of those land markers, so we do still have them. Some of you might have thought, Reese, what are you doing? This is a waste of time. This is a waste of effort. Why are you going through all this hassle? Well, that's why, my dear friends. That is why. You're not deer either. I'm sorry. I shouldn't call you deer. Some of you may be koala bears for all I know. Where do we want to put this? Like right here, I think is where it was. Yeah, right there. And the last one goes right over here. And it's so close now. It's so close now to being finished. Now it's going to wipe out all of my torches when it starts. So maybe something we should do is put up a barrier here, right? It's going to break away some of that too, but we'll right-click to get that going, and then we'll throw this down, and then I'm going to go back and collect these. The reason is the torches get knocked out and it gets dark down here. I don't want things to start spawning. I don't want to deal with another creeper blow, because it was heartbreaking. Like, that was so heartbreaking when that happened. I saw my entire YouTube, in quotes, career just going up in flames along with my quarry. So I don't want that to happen again. So we're gonna block all that off, and then also just block this off a bit too, and then hopefully we'll be fine. And then we got to plug the power into here, which I haven't thought about how we're gonna do that now. Actually, stone kinesis pipe. I've got one. I've got plenty of stone transport pipes though, so we'll convert the rest of those over to stone kinesis pipes. And then we need just a chest. Any chest will do, honestly. We can upgrade it later. We're not going to worry about it for right now. For now, let's just get something slopped on top of that thing, and we'll get it running at least. Oh yeah, they could just hop up here and then come over here, which is exactly what I'm doing right now too. So we'll just seal that off. And then hopefully we'll be safe from the creatures. Eventually we can clear all that away because there will just be like a massive hole. But chest is going to go right here. And then I guess power can come around here. There we go. I sort of hate that that's happening right there, though. I don't know if y'all noticed, but it's doing like 2 connections. That's going to cause some weird power loop back. But what we can do is we can create a plug, potentially. Yeah. So that's pretty simple. And I think we probably have everything we need for that right up top here. So you're going to grab yourself your basic cobblestone transport pipe, a little bit of gravel, put those together, and that gives you your cobblestone structure pipe. And then you do what with that? You put it up in the top corner of a crafting grid? It has to be a crafting... Yeah, look at... What? Why? Are you all saying... Oh, in an assembly table? In an assembly table? Are you kidding? That just seems so extra. No, I refuse. I refuse on the grounds that that is cruel and unusual torture. I'm going to go that extra mile. I'm going to go that insane extra mile that we don't even need to go. Why? Just swap with this, for crying out loud. I did it. Look at this. Look at this insane extra mile. There. And then we'll just dig around again. All right, now all of these need to be primed. And I would like to have it to where we only need one lever for the whole thing. But, what we should have done was put all of these in a different location and then used a power teleporting pipe to teleport the power here. And then that way we'd never have to move these when we want to build a new quarry. We'll just have a power teleporting pipe and, you know, we can set up power anywhere. And that's what we'll do when we're done here. That's what we'll do for sure. But for right now, let's just make a whole bunch of switches. That's knives. Oh, gosh. Let's not make a bunch of those. Also, I didn't need 17 of these. Really didn't need 17 of these. But here we are. And this is a good indication of which ones need fuel. The ones that aren't moving are the ones that need fuel, in case you weren't catching that. I'm just putting one in each of them, and then we're going to get an example of what full power... That does not look like a lot of power at all, does it? Look at all that. So with each one, the band should get a little bit thicker, you know, as the power continues to increase inside of them. And as you get all the way down here, you can see a little bit. You know, it's a little bit bigger. It's not a whole lot bigger. It's not really like a noticeable amount. It's not enough to, well, never mind. But if we head up top now, we should be able to see that that thing is moving much faster than it was before. Yeah, look at that. Wow, it's already taken out all of my torches. All of those torches are gone forever now. We'll never get those back. But once it's done clearing out that space, it'll start assembling a framework. Oh my gosh, look at this. You know what we're going to do? We're going to time-lapse this. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. No, hold on. This is not a good time-lapse. They all ran out of... they all ran out of fuel. Time-lapse canceled. Nobody panic. This is going to be fine. We'll fell another tree. We'll make some more charcoal. It's all going to work out unless my axe breaks right now, at which point I'm going to just break down in tears because that would be really disappointing because I don't think I have any materials to build a new one out of gems. It'll just have to be an iron one. I don't even want to look up. I don't want to look up and see that there's a part of a tree left over. Oh, well, of course there's not because the axe is still here. The axe didn't break. Okay, I decided to clear away some of the shrubbery, and the axe did, in fact, break. So that's a disappointing thing to have happen. But look at that. Look at all that charcoal we're going to be getting. All right, big fat stacks of charcoal. And back down here we go. I don't think we need to worry about bad guys getting up here anymore. And in fact, we can slap down some torches up here. Now bad guys can't get up here. They can't spawn here. This is the best spot. Okay, each one of these now has 15, and I picked that number out of a hat. There was no real reasoning behind it. But now we can go do our time-lapse, and it'll actually be, you know, a decent thing to watch. Jeez, there's a... Well, this isn't base, so I'm not really worried about how it looks. Oh, do you think he's going to come get me during the... You know what? I'm going to plant myself back here, and we're going to time-lapse. Okay, well, now that it's running, I think we can all admit that I picked a bad spot to be doing a time-lapse, considering, you know, we can't actually see past the frame. It's going. It's running. The whole thing is running. That creeper's coming after me. That's not a creeper. That's a skeleton. I know that. Hi there, you. You can't get me. You can't even get a shot in on me because you're pathetic and worthless. Also, that's happened. That's unfortunate. I did that, too. That was my mistake. I made that happen. Let's put one there instead, because... Oh, no, there's a torch there. Dang it. All of my mistakes coming back to bite me at once. It's like some sort of poetic justice. So this is going to fill up pretty quick. We're going to want to make that a little bit bigger. We can actually upgrade that chest without even needing to break it by building things like the wood chest to copper chest upgrade, and then, like copper chest to silver chest upgrade, and then maybe silver chest to gold? That's a weird one. Is gold really better than silver? I'm trying to find a use for all of these other materials, because we've got a bunch of copper. We've got a bunch of silver, I say, as I look in a chest with no silver. There's the silver. Don't question me. I know what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and build that one there. And that's going to upgrade it like so. And then we'll build also the silver one, and we'll just kind of see what that produces. I don't think I've ever built a copper or silver chest. I normally stick, pretty vanilla things like iron and gold and all of that. Don't you shoot me. So a regular chest is a regular chest, but a copper chest, smaller than an iron one, I guess. I think an iron chest is equal to a double chest. And then a silver chest, same again, just a little bit smaller than the gold one. That's good enough for now, though, And we'll be semi-aggressive about coming over here and getting things like the tin out and taking it over to process. And, of course, we could automate all of this. All of these things can be automated. We can have it automatically pump out, come over here, and have things that can be ground down, get ground down, and things that can't, like aluminum or the cobblestone, come over here. And I don't know if there's anything we can do with cobblestone and maybe the Minium stone. We can turn it all into flint, and then we can turn all of the flint using the Minium stone into clay. And then we could turn all of the clay using the Minium stone into... I want you. I want you so badly. You sweet, beautiful Philosopher's Stone, but I can't have you. You have to understand. But then I can turn the gravel using the Minium stone into absolutely not a gosh darn thing, apparently. So that's sort of a dead end on that one. But I guess if we just... I mean, it saves space to turn it all into flint. And maybe we'll find a use for flint outside of... Wow, look at all those rich resources. Iron and whatnot. Stop, leave me alone. Well, I'm going to keep working on getting more charcoal and keeping all of this powered. Till next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!